welcome to the channel. For those of you who are new, I created this channel just to unbox the different types of diecast models I have, ranging from Hot Wheels all the way to INNO64, like the one we have today. So if you guys like that kind of content, please go ahead, look at my channel and subscribe if you like what you see. So for today, we have a Range Rover this time around, and it is by INNO64. So I believe this is the first time I've unboxed an INNO64 on this channel. From what I remember, INNO64 is like a sub-brand of one of the other diecast brands. I can't remember which one, either Tarmac Works or Mini GT, like they work in collaboration with them or something like that. But nonetheless, this time around I have a 1982 Range Rover Classic Camel Trophy Edition. So Camel Trophy was like some sort of a rally through like the Sahara Desert or something, from what I remember, and different teams from around the world would compete in finishing that rally. So this is like a homologation model to that. So INNO64, it comes in this nice plastic display case. So let's take a look. So in the front, it does say it is a Camel Trophy 1982, and it says the brand's name right there. Up top, you have a top view of the Range Rover itself, and then it is a 1/64 scale model. On the back, like a lot of the high-end model cars that we've unboxed on this channel, there's usually like a silhouette of the car. So you have the complete silhouette of the car, including all the accessories that are included with it. From the side, you have a front view of the car. From the other side, you have the back view of the car. At the bottom, you have like the licensing information. So I did buy it for $25.99 Canadian. I might have gotten it cheaper for that. It might have been on sale from what I remember, but I'll have to double check. And this does show that it is an officially licensed product by Land Rover. So let's open up the packaging so we can get a closer look at it. Okay. So for the cardboard itself, you have a nice backdrop of where the Camel Trophy probably takes place, and other than that, yeah, pretty standard for models in this price range. Another thing fell out of the packaging. Okay, so you have a tiny little Ziploc bag with more accessories like these jerry cans, and then this is like it's like a chest, and then it is also branded Camel Trophy up top, if you guys can see that, if it wants to focus. But so the display, at the bottom, you have a nice display with painted on terrain, as you can see, and then the front, it says that it is a Range Rover Classic, which is from the Camel Trophy, and it does say Range Rover at the bottom there as well. So a very nice display case. Oh, it does say INNO64 at the bottom as well. Cool touch. Let's get it off the base and let's get a closer look at this model. Alright guys, so here's the car off of its base. Let's get a closer look. I'm gonna start this time around by looking at the different accessories that came with the car. So up top you have this pretty big roof rack, which has two full-size spares which look exactly like the tires that are mounted on the car itself. And you had this little styrofoam piece just for protection, I guess, over there, so the car doesn't move around in its packaging. So I think this is where you would put these extra accessories that you get with the car. So I'll take those out and we'll put them up there. But yeah, very nicely done. This cage is made out of plastic, but it looks like has a lot of room up there for these various accessories. So let's open it up. I'm going to drop them on the display mat over here, and then see where I can put them. So yeah, so this tiny little one which says Camel Trophy up there, as you guys can see. We can put it up top over there. I'll try getting a better angle at it once I do have the stuff in here for you guys to see. But I guess it is going to move around, so it might fall out when I try showing you guys the roof. But yeah, so here, like, you can just put the accessories up there. I can probably take a little bit of sticky tack and put them on there so they don't move around. I'll probably do that for when I want to display it. But yeah, nicely done. I like these tiny little accessories that came with the car for sure. So let's get a closer look at the model. So it does have a nice weight to it, indicating it is a metal chassis, and from the feel of it, yes, it is a metal chassis. From what I've heard, people have been going crazy over INNO64. I usually don't collect cars like R34s and like NSXs and stuff that INNO64 might be known for, but it's good they made an SUV so I could add one to my collection. So on the side profile, you have rubber tires, plastic wheels, and then a nice silhouette of the car which says Camel Trophy on the side. So that is the official Camel Trophy branding. You have plastic side mirrors, and then on the back you have plastic lens taillights, and you have Camel Trophy across the back as well. Nice touch. And then if you guys look closely, even in the window, you can see the little defroster lines across of it, and then you have this tiny little handle over here to open the glass. So like it's a classic thing of a Range Rover where you can open the glass separately from the trunk itself, I believe. And in that tiny little plastic molding, they made like a little keyhole painted on there. So nice touch, and the bumper is also painted black, which is nice to see. In the front, again, you have that Camel Trophy logo over there in place of a number plate. You have a nice grill up here, very highly detailed grill. You have it's not a grill, it's a bumper bar. So let me correct it. So the actual grill is actually behind the car, and then you have this bumper bar which is used for off-roading. So I'd expect to keep your headlights protected, you'd need something like this out in the wilderness. And then you have tiny little fog lamps over there painted as well. And then if you can look at the hood, it also does say Range Rover across the hood in the front as well. And then for the hood itself, you also have these painted vents over there, and then in the front windshield you have Range Rover painted as well. And you even have the wipers painted onto like a die cast, and a little bit of molding of the wipers that are blended into the windshield. So on the other side, let me see if there's a gas cap. Yeah, so unlike other cars that I've reviewed or unboxed, they usually have like a molding for the gas cap. Over here you have an open gas cap, so it is molded into the die cast, which is like pretty deeply molded. As you can see, it has a really nice 3D effect to it, and then you have a painted little gas cap in there. So nicely done by INNO64. I'm really liking this model so far. Let's go back to the base. You do have a metal base, like I said earlier, and there are a couple of nice details over here. So you have that painted silver exhaust, with the resonator muffler over there. And then another cool touch is that the mud flaps, if you guys can see them right there, they are molded onto the base as well. I believe they are. Okay, so they're not molded onto the bumper. As you can see, they flex a little, so they are made out of plastic, but cool touch nonetheless. I guess it is more realistic that they are made of plastic and can be moved instead of being molded out of metal, which would, make them super hard and unable to bend. So interior, it's hard to see inside this car because we don't have a sunroof like the other cars, so no lights getting in there. But what I can tell you from the interior, it is very highly detailed. Like you have painted on details on the dashboard itself. The seats are like a beige color. Even the seats have like their different upholstery painted on there. So I really like this model so far. I'm glad I decided to go with it, and I did get a good deal on it. Now I do remember that I did get it on sale. So let's see how it rolls. Okay, it rolls super smooth, like really smooth. I think you guys can see that just from how I'm rolling it over here. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this model. I really like it. It's going to be going into the display case like all the other SUVs that I've unboxed previously. What I did also get was the different Camel Trophy models. So I got like the Land Rover Defender. I got the Trophy Edition Land Rover 110s that are the latest Defender, which they couldn't brand it with Camel Trophy, but they did make a Trophy Edition Land Rover, so I did get those two as well. And I also got a BMC Creations Land Rover Defender as well. So